Yeah, because he was trying to compare him to what is his name? He was trying to compare him to Dirk, but I was like, no, you can't really compare him to Dirk. He's like a hybrid between Dirk Nowitzki and Danilo Gallinari. He's like a hybrid between those two. Because Gallo has actually, before he got injured, he had hands. He could dribble his ass off and he could shoot. Dirk can
Yeah,
shoot. Dirk can't dribble his ass off. But with Luke, you know what I'm saying? He has all that in one, and he's showing it. And he has assists, and he can pass the ball. So it's just like that. That boy's the man, for real.
yeah, Swiss Army knife, man. Swiss Army knife right now. If he decides that he wants to even play a little bit of defense, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of defense, yeah, yeah, it may be his league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It may be time for. I'm not gonna say it's time for LeBron to pass the torch because LeBron is torching the league by his own rights this year. But Luca may be the next man up. We'll have to see what happens. But he may be the next man up. But he's a phenomenal basketball player. Phenomenal basketball player.
Yeah.
Has a basketball IQ with some of the greats. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He understands. Not only what pass to make, but at what angle
Angle to
he
make it
needs to
out.
make
Yeah.
that pass. So yeah, I mean, he's a phenomenal player. Dallas definitely has a cornerstone piece. We'll see if
Mm-hmm.
the Union will go deep into the playoffs, but I definitely Yeah, I I told you, I told you. But yeah, don't nobody want to hear that. You ain't tell nobody nothing, man. That boy went out and did his own thing. So quit hating.
Yeah,
Get
man.
that man his shine.
Yeah, get a young man his shine, and I do think he'll be, if not the number one, the top three. He'll be in the top three picks. But the one thing I do not see happening that everybody is saying that still could happen is him going to the Pelicans to play with his brother. I don't see that happening at all. I don't see Lamelo playing point guard and Lonzo playing two guard. I don't see that at all. But some people see it, so hey man, you see something I don't see. If it happens, it happens. I don't see it. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I think number one, I think that would be toxic for both players. I think they kind of need to have their own teams, have their own lane. So I think that would actually be toxic for both of their developments. And that's saying that uh, the Pelicans are going to be a really, really bad team, a bottom team, and I don't see that. I know that you know, uh, Charles Barkley Jr. I know he's not playing right now, but yeah, I just don't think that that would be a good fit for either player, and he's not necessarily a good fit for the Pelicans.
Yeah.
I think you see him going probably top five. I would say top five. Uh, you know, barring teams needing point guards, like that's the thing. Point guard is the new wave right now. But nah, that's nah. That better not happen. That better not happen. Now, I tell you, and this is not gonna happen, but I tell you where would be an interesting place for him to go, and that would actually be LA. That would actually be an interesting place to go. It can't happen because the Lakers don't have any draft picks. Uh, but that would have been interesting if he would have went to LA, because I do think in some ways with his size, his athleticism, that he would be a better fit there than Lonzo was.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's really interesting because you think about it. Oh, nah, I can't. I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see it happening. I guarantee
But
Dwight Howard and
he
they'll be
can
happy
shoot
about it.
better.
He can definitely shoot better. He can definitely
Yeah, he
shoot
can
better.
shoot better than Lonzo, which I think gives him an advantage when he's playing with LeBron. Because although he could be a primary ball handler,
Mm-hmm.
he can also learn. He can also play off the ball, and spot up. So,
That's true.
but yeah, he'll be a top five pick. I do believe that he'll be a top
That's
five
factual.
pick for sure. I
All
don't
right,
see him
so
dropping out of the top five.
just give me two teams that you can see him going to besides the Lakers. So three teams technically.
Wow. Uh, I mean, it just kind of depends on how it all shakes out. I could see him going to Washington and playing with Bradley Beal.
I can see that too. Yeah.
If they wanted to move on from John Wall, that may be a good fit for him. That would definitely be a huge backcourt because Bradley Beal is 6'5", so you got a six
Mm-hmm.
seven point guard and a 6'5" shooting guard. That'd be a really huge backcourt. Uh, I think another team the problem is he's going top five, so it's not going to be a great team. You know, another team that probably a lot of people may not think about that or on the cusp of becoming actually decent are the Orlando Magic.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
With
uh,
Aaron Gordon.
he may be he may be a good fit there.
That's what I was gonna say.
But yeah, we'll circle back to that as the season draws closer to the end and kind of see who's shaping up to kind of have
Mm-hmm.
those top picks. Because yeah, I definitely think that uh, he would be an asset to any team, but he's not gonna go to a contender. But I'll do some digging because I want to see if any contenders have done some
Tanking. Oh.
slick. Yeah, I want to see if they've done some slick shit in free agency to maybe have a top pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I wouldn't doubt it.
Miami Heat.
I, hey, I'm just saying, Jimmy buckets with the young point guard and who's the flaming rookie that they have this year, and I mean like as in shoot wise,
Hero.
yeah him. Hey, that I can see it. I can see it happening. I can see the
Mm-hmm.
NBA Godfather pulling some strings. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He could, but LeVar would have to shut the fuck up because Pat Riley's not dealing with
Oh
LeVar
yeah,
Ball.
yeah. LeVar just gonna have to. Yeah. You right. He's gonna have to just stay away from the sun. Honestly, he can watch it from afar. He can watch it from afar, but he's gonna have to stay away from him. All right, you ready to move
Yeah,
to the NFL?
man. Let's go ahead and move to the NFLer. NFLer. Yes, sir. So a lot of things happened Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore beat the 49ers,
49ers by King.
which put the which put Baltimore top of the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
So they are now the number one seed, control their own destiny for home court or home field, not home court, but home field advantage. The
Right.
Patriots lost, dropped them to number two. They were exposed by Houston because Houston is a more balanced team. I think
Hurt.
one of the things that we continue to say was that they really haven't played solid competition. That they did
Mm-hmm.
beat Dallas, the week before. But if you look at the final score, you take away you take away the if you take away damn, what the hell am I trying to say?
you
You
take
take away the special teams touchdown
yeah.
that New England got. They didn't score any touchdowns offensively. So and Dallas had an opportunity at that point to still come back and win that game, and they just couldn't pull it off because they're not a good team right now. So yeah, New England's looking very, very shaky right now.
Right.
Very, very shaky right now. Of course, they have the Chiefs coming up. The Chiefs, have their own defensive struggles, while
Mm-hmm.
the Patriots have offensive struggles. So we'll see kind of how the game plays out. But that could be another L, which would drop them even further.
Right.
They still have to play Buffalo, who's Buffalo's in the playoffs. So
Which is crazy, but yeah.
they could easily have four losses, which could drop them easily to a number a number four seed. And what's crazy is depending on how the season plays out,
Right.
if they lose to Buffalo and Buffalo
What goes get
continues
in?
to win, Buffalo would actually win the East.
Yeah.
Then the Patriots would be a five seed having to travel in the playoffs. Can you believe
Oh
that?
boy. Oh, you just. Hold on. Wait. What? Say, repeat that one more time for the people in the back and me.
Yeah, yeah. So if the Chiefs beat the Patriots, then the Patriots, by virtue of the tiebreakers, if the Patriots keep slipping, the Patriots could actually end up as a number five seed and have to travel to the playoffs to win
Mm-hmm.
a game. So that would be crazy. And as crazy as it sounds, if you look at the way they're playing, it's possible
It's
because they
very
could
highly
lose to the
possible.
Chiefs, they
Yep.
could lose to Buffalo,
Yeah.
and if both those teams run the table, if both Chiefs and Buffalo run the table with Chiefs outside of the Patriots have a relatively easy schedule,
Yeah.
and Buffalo outside of the Patriots has a
Has a relatively
relatively
easy
easy
schedule.
schedule. So if both those teams run the table and beat the Patriots will be a number five seed.
And the Patriots mess around. Yeah, they could be knocked out. They could be knocked out early. Because honestly,
Yeah.
I was saying this to my stepdad or whatever. Because
Hmm.
my stepdad and one of his people were talking about the Patriots, and they were talking about how good the Patriots were, and I'm like, the Patriots aren't that good at all. I was like, Tom Brady has been exposed on multiple occasions this year alone. You know what I'm saying? The defense got exposed to mobile quarterbacks. And we've seen what happens when they play against mobile quarterbacks. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. I'm now don't get me wrong.
Uh
I'm
oh.
not ready to count them out yet. I'm not ready to count the Patriots out yet. What your boy Rudy Tomjanovich say? He said never underestimate the heart of a champion.
You right.
Uh, and defensively they're great. Like they're not good defensively, they're great. Now, yes, they had been I'm not gonna say exposed. I think that you see some weaknesses within their defense that you can exploit. You want to get their linebackers out in coverage instead of rushing the quarterback. You want to get them out in coverage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you get them into nickel packages, their third corner's not as strong. You saw
Yeah.
how Houston was able to stretch the field just by virtue of you know, God, what's my guy's name, the wide receiver for Houston?
Is it Hopkins or Kenny Stills?
Yeah, Hopkins. You
Okay.
saw by virtue of New England double teaming Hopkins
Mm-hmm.
that opened up passing lanes for everybody else. You saw Stills with a touchdown. You saw Duke Johnson with a touchdown.
Yeah.
And that's just because they spread them out. And that's one thing I do feel like the Chiefs can do. I mean, they got Travis Kelce, they have Tyreek
Tyreek Hill.
Hill,
They got Sammy
they have
Watkins. They got
Sammy
Robinson.
Watkins. They got McCoy.
They got
McCoy can come out
McCoy.
of the backfield and get some
They
catches.
got the
We'll see
Williams.
what let's see
Yeah.
what Lil Williams does. So they have weapons to be able to offensively push the Patriots to their limits. I think what this game comes down to is whether or not the defense can hold up against the run. We know that their secondary is good enough to hold up against the pass,
Yeah.
but their linebackers are still very, very iffy, and so we have to see if they can stand up to the run. Uh,
Mm.
Baltimore is 3-1 odds to win the Super Bowl. You taking Baltimore? You taking the field?
I'll be like honest with you, dog. The way everything is looking, Baltimore's defense is no slouch. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? They're looking like
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore of old with Ray Lewis back in the day. But
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Baltimore. I'll be honest with you. I'll take Baltimore to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And
You gonna take Baltimore? Okay.
I understand. I understand it might be super hype beast right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not riding the hype train or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
the way everything's like planning out and plotting out, it looked like Baltimore could take it all.
Yeah, I mean they definitely have a solid solid defense. Marcus Peters, and he got
Yeah.
elbowed in the face. He got Debo literally yesterday. You know what I'm saying, by Debo Samuel. He's still kind of iffy, but the defense is
Mm-hmm.
solid. I'm not gonna. I'm just talking shit, but their defense is solid. Lamar Jackson is a superstar.
Okay.
But one thing I will say, and this was interesting, yesterday, I think San Francisco actually gave the blueprint on how to neutralize him. And everybody would say, well, duh, you just got to stop him from running. But
No.
San Francisco
Put a
did.
spy on his
San
ass.
Francisco said, let him run. We'll put a spy on him.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and let him run.
That's what
What
he
we're
gonna do.
not going to do is we're not going to let him get off those short, quick passes.
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
difference that I've seen other teams playing him than San Francisco played. And they was like, yeah, we know you're gonna run. We can't stop you. We'll try to neutralize you, but we can't stop you. But we're not gonna let you get those short passes off to, Hollywood Brown, to Mark Andrews and the other two tight ends. We're not gonna let you do that because Ingram,
Ooh.
he didn't have a good game yesterday. They pretty much shut him down.
Yeah.
Now, again, Lamar is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal. He's a running back that plays the quarterback position,
Right.
and I know that move. But what he has to recognize is that his leg is special. His arm, good. He's good. But I can tell you, there's probably I can name off probably 4 or 5 quarterbacks that I feel like have a better arm than he
Then
does.
yeah.
His legs is what make him that elusive quarterback that's hard to defend. So San Francisco put up a hell of a fight. And I've been saying this for a long time that Jimmy G is he's the difference maker for that team. When he plays well, they almost look unstoppable. When he gets pressure and he starts fumbling the ball like he did yesterday, or throwing interceptions, via the pressure coming at him, that's when they just look like another good team. But when he's on, you know what I'm saying, they're San Francisco's really hard to beat. Now, what's interesting is with that loss, that dropped San Francisco to 10-2.
Right.
Well, Seattle's winning right
I
now
was gonna say
against Minnesota. So if Seattle wins, they take a
yeah.
seat.
Yep. So
After all the greatness that we've seen, after all the greatness, Seattle would take the number one seed in the NFC. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Young Russell. First and foremost, we got Mel. So shout out to Mark Edwards, man. He said, "So who do you guys have who are you guys' picks in the bowl?" And he says his picks are the Ravens and the 49ers.
You stay on that bandwagon. But here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say.
What's
I'm
good,
not
fam?
gonna say you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you're starting to see cracks in San Francisco. Still a very, very solid team, very, very good team, but I see you starting to see cracks.
Yeah.
And Baltimore is honestly great team. Just prove it to me. Great team. Just prove it to me. If you ask me in the playoffs when they allow a little bit more contact, I'm just concerned about Lamar Jackson because one thing San Francisco did that Baltimore needs to look at the film is San Francisco put licks on him in that game. So if he takes more shots like that as this season comes to a close, the regular season comes to a close, he may think second about running. I know he's elusive, but it only takes one person to hit you from behind that you didn't see coming, or you stepping out of bounds. And I'll be honest, man, some teams they play a little bit below the belt. They may say, "Hey, we're gonna take 15 yards if I can put a lick on you while you getting out of bounds."
Yep.
We'll take 15 yards because if you don't get back up, that changes the whole nature of your team. So, those are just things to think about. Of course, they're the favorites. I think. Yeah. Well, I say that Baltimore is the favorite coming out the AFC. Yeah. The NFC, god damn! Like, you got
so tight.
You got San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
You got Seattle.
Yep.
You got Green Bay, and I don't think Green Bay is as good as their record is, but you still got that bad man in Aaron Rodgers that can unleash 4 touchdowns yesterday. You have we ain't even talked about who that. We ain't talked about who that nation. No, you know what I'm saying? They're still in the running for the number 1 seed.
Yeah, crazy, so tight.
So Minnesota's no slouch. Now you do got a slouch in the NFC, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about this bullshit because I want to talk about this. If the NFC East does not have a team that is at 500 or above, disqualify their ass from the playoffs, please. It's not fair. It's not fair. Think about this right now. Dallas is 6-6 and leading the NFC East, I think, by a game and a half because Philly can't even beat the damn Dolphins, right? So let's just say hypothetically that Dallas ends up 7-9. 7-9 can probably get you in.
Yeah.
Can probably get you in.
And that is the first time I've ever heard of that.
That's terrible, man. 7-9 can get you in the playoffs. Like, I'm sorry, but get rid of the whole NFC East and just put them all with the rest of the damn divisions and let somebody else play. You know what I'm saying? Because, you got teams that are above 500. You got the Rams. They're above 500.
Which I still don't trust them. Chicago is above 500, which is...
Well, they're not above 500, but they're creeping close.
Yeah, they're creeping
close. They're creeping close.
Mitchell Trubisky has been throwing.
Yeah, I should say. Yeah, because if the playoffs started today, Dallas would get in the playoffs as a 500 team. Right now, they're 6-6. Playoff ended today. They've been 6-6, 500 team. But Chicago has crept back to 500. They're 6-6.
Oh, they're
6-6.
They suck.
500. They suck. Yeah, they suck, but that's okay. The Rams are 7-5.
I,
So and I'm not saying the Rams are good. You know what I'm saying? They struggled this year, but I mean they play some tough games too.
yeah,
They play some tough games. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of a team that's not even 500 getting in the playoffs. I know the rules are the rules. You got
yeah.
divisions for a reason, but it's bullshit. It's I tell you another crazy thing, and this is in a positive point of view, but
He said positive.
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh. Who would have thought? I want the
Hey,
league to seriously think about
hey.
Mike Tomlin for Coach of the Year. I'm
He
serious when
better
I
be.
say
He
that.
better win Coach of the Year, because
Yeah,
you have none of your starters. Pretty much none of your starters. You got no Juju. You got no James Conner. You have no Big Ben. And what is he doing
nah,
it with? He's doing it with the
a third string quarterback.
no. Who we should call them the forgettables. He's doing it with the forgettables,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and
It's
they're
crazy.
and they're in the talks of actually could upset some teams. So, hey man, Mike Tomlin, I know I was talking some bullshit earlier in the season, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm gonna give you your props, dog. Coach of the Year. You got my vote, man. He got my vote.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's talk about we are who thought they were.
Okay.
The Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders.
Hey, Oakland.
We were who we thought they were. And Corey, I apologize you couldn't make it on the show to defend your squad,
Shout out to my
but they
brother.
are who we thought they were. We
Yeah,
are who
man.
we thought they were. Derek Carr, he was like, here, let me play 500. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch a couple of these footballs too.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That, but I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Josh Jacobs, Rookie of the Year, no question.
Oh yeah, that boy is a
Go ahead
monster.
and give it to him now. He's the offensive Rookie of the Year. Go ahead and give it to him right now. But the Raiders are gonna be the Raiders. Let's talk about another. They are who they thought we were. The Cleveland
I was gonna say
goddamn Browns.
I want before we get to that one, I want to give the Raiders one call. There was one call that should have been given to them, but hey, y'all lost. So
Which
don't
one?
matter. It
Which
was
one?
I think it was a pass interference. It was a pass interference, I believe it was. Yeah, it was a pass interference call that they didn't get. They didn't get a pass interference call because I was at one of these. I was at a Kansas City bar watching the game and stuff like that, and everybody was like, or like the couple Raider fans were like, "Oh, it's pass interference, pass interference." And I looked at the replay and I was like, "Okay, that's pass interference. I give y'all that one," which I still lost. But yeah,
It didn't change the game. It
nope,
didn't change the game.
not at all. But
Let's
yeah,
talk about
let's
them
talk about them
goddamn
Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
God, get rid of Baker Mayfield right now. Get rid of him. Throw the whole quarterback in the trash. Throw the whole quarterback in
Oh,
the
we
trash.
not baking no more? Oh, we got toss a dough out. That
Nah, you gotta put. Yeah, he broiled this season. Sorry, season it's over.
damn, he ain't a bacon.
They were in the driver's seat. They were in the driver's seat to go on a race to playoffs with the easy ass schedule. They have just throw the whole season away. You got Freddie get his ass out the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Trade Odell Beckham. He can go. Trade Odell Beckham. Kareem Hunt's gonna be out of there because somebody's gonna pay him. You know what I'm
Allegedly,
saying?
Kansas City is trying to grab him back.
Nah,
Allegedly.
they better not do that shit. They better not do that shit. That'd be a PR nightmare. That'd be a PR nightmare.
The team that kicks
And
you.
let's do another one.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Chargers.
The
Philip
Chargers.
Crimea River. Crimea River.
Oh, cry me.
Oh, they need to be done with him. They need to be
bro.
Philip. Hey man, it's been a great career. It's been a great career, but it's time for you to go play with your 6 kids. I think it's 6, maybe it's 8. One of the two.
Yeah.
Brady Bunch or 8 is enough. Who knows? But it's time for him to retire. It is. It's time. Go ahead and let Tyrod Taylor get some playing time this time. And I hate to say that, you know what I'm saying, because he's had a great career. He's had a great career, but I'm just, yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, man. I think
Howard. How about the Jets?
ETS, Jets, Jets, Jets,
Jets.
Jets.
The only team in modern NFL history
Mm-hmm.
to lose to two winless teams.
Right.
Jets.
Jesus.
Ryan Gase. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Oh yeah.
You need to go to. Bye bye. Bye bye. You're fucking up the whole team. You're terrible. You had a nice run with Jay Cutler in Chicago for half a season. Now it's over. Bye bye. Bye bye. It was nice. It was nice. Bye bye. Bye bye. I think that's it. I think the rest of the teams, I'm just shocked. ATL, the hell happened to them, man? You win the Super, you're up by 25 points, and now you can't even have a winning damn record. You still got the same players, except for Sanu, but you got Calvin Ridley, who's an upgrade from Sanu, and you can't win no damn games. Throw the whole team in the trash. Throw the whole team in the trash.
Corey
Trade them all. Trade them all.
Corey said, y'all gotta relax. In minority voice.
Trade them all.
Relax.
Trade them all. Trade them all.
Yeah, all man.
Right, you don't try to Aaron Rodgers me, god damn it. There's no RELAS, damn it. Throw the whole team in the trash. The whole damn team.
Hey man, I don't know what's going on in Atlanta, dog. Like, from the running back last year, they traded Tevin Coleman, which was a best technically could have been used as a number one running back, to the 49ers.
He was better than Freeman.
Freeman has his little issues. Matt Ryan it's looking like that Matty Ice ain't there no more. It was like Matty Hollow. He can't get the ball to their number one receiver, Calvin Ridley. You know what I'm saying? I mean, toss him away. Sorry,
throw the whole team in the trash. The whole thing.
Sorry.
You lost. You was up by 25 points and you lost the Super Bowl. Throw the whole team in the trash.
And I ain't been the same after that.
I ain't been the same since. It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Jets gonna let Cincinnati and the Red Raider get throw the whole team in the trash. Sam Darnold, he's still too young. Yeah. Send him back to college. He's still too young. Le'Veon, go make another album. Go make another album. That's what you need.
I fuck with you, Le'Veon, but don't do that. All right, man. I got actually something else in the NFL real quick. So, a player from the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals, Jon Snow, reportedly placed a bet against his team. Hey, bro, when you truthfully don't have faith in your team at all, bro, I guess, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
The Black Pete Rose. The Black Pete Rose. God damn. They suspended him for the whole 2020 season, too. Next season, not this season. He already wasn't playing. He done. He done for the whole next season.
Well, dog, I hope it was worth it.
Throw the whole player in the trash. I hope you won something. Throw the whole player in the trash. Get rid of him, Arizona. You don't need nobody like that on your team. You got Kyler Murray getting ready to try to ball out. You don't need Shaw on your team. Man. Get rid of the whole player.
I mean, we got anything else in the NFL? Because I haven't seen anything else besides, hey, man, the Cowgirls.
Have you heard this?
Ooh, we got something new.
Have you heard this?
Let's go.
Nick Foles has been benched for the rest of the season for the mustache.
Okay, all right. I actually really want to say something about this. You know what I'm saying? This goes back to my fantasy. So I was told to be like, all right, man, you might want to sit Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? Because they're playing the Patriots. And so I listened. You know what I'm saying? I listened. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm just gonna pick up I picked up Nick Foles because I was like, all right, cool. Jaguars got an easy. They're playing somebody where he could just throw all over him. I got that. You know what I'm saying? Nope. Negative or 0.
Who told you that?
Huh?
Who told you that?
Somebody I look to for such advice, tiny
Throw the
advice.
whole, throw the whole, throw the whole friendship in the trash.
Hey, bro,
Throw
I'm
the
thinking
whole
about it.
friendship.
I'm thinking about it. It might happen. I ain't gonna lie to you because I'm hurt right now. And Nick Foles, vote for Pedro. Vote for
Uh,
Pedro.
uh, uh. Kirk, what's my man name? Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. You are who we thought you were.
Yeah.
Primetime TV. You were up 17-10 at halftime. The score is now 34-17. Throw the whole quarterback in the
Jesus.
trash. Minnesota. You have Stephon Diggs. You have Allen Thielen. You have Dalvin freaking Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Throw the whole quarterback in the trash and start off. Kyle Rudolph.
Yep.
Kyle Rudolph.
And Dalvin Cook might be injured. He has a shoulder injury, from what I see on the
Oh,
reports.
throw the whole
Ooh.
quarterback in the trash. You like that? Like that?
You
Throw the
like
whole
that?
quarterback in the trash.
Hey man.
Throw the whole quarterback in the trash. 34-17. Shout out to Seattle though. Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you say? What can you say? Now I'm a little disappointed that they decided that they want to play Rashad Penny now because I sat him on the
Chris
bench
Carson.
again. Last weekend he had 25 points. This week I don't know how many points he got, but I know he got a couple touchdowns. That's disappointing. Russell Wilson, 17-25, 204 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick six. We'll see. There's still 13 minutes left in the game. We'll see if he can
Add
if
some
he
more to
can
that.
his MVP back.
Ooh.
He gonna have to earn it back because right
Yeah.
now it's Lamar's.
Yeah. Lamar's
Right now, hand Lamar the trophy. But
running with it.
Lamar didn't have a good game yesterday either.
No.
So if Russell Wilson can throw another 100 yards in the fourth quarter, maybe get another touchdown, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be close, but I think at this point Lamar's run away. He's run away with it. You know what I'm saying? He's just he's this year's Patrick Mahomes. He's this year's Patrick Mahomes. Like he's doing stuff on the football field that you like. How did he do that?
Ooh, I like
But
that.
watch
I
next
like
year.
that.
Next year, you'll see a regression back
Mm-hmm.
to the mean. Not saying he's not gonna be as good, but there will be a regression to the mean. Teams will have because you got to understand he didn't play a full season his rookie year. He came in about halfway in. Teams will have a full season to get film to figure out ways not to stop him because you can't stop a player like that, but you can neutralize him. You can neutralize them.
Yeah,
Minnesota just scored 23-34. Kirk Cousins. Hey man.
Yeah.
Look. You're a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But you kinda like some of them Cubans that's playing baseball. We not quite sure how old you really are. You might be 30, you might be 35. We're not sure. Minnesota. Hey, look.
I agree with that.
Go back and get Teddy. Go get Teddy.
Ooh, conspiracy. Because Teddy will be on a free market next year. Teddy will be on a free market next year, and he will be a hot commodity. Ooh. But how would that? Ooh. That would cause some turmoil in their locker room though.
Nah, they couldn't go back and get Teddy because if I'm Teddy Bridgewater, I'm like, oh, you want me back? What?
Right.
Hey man, go ahead and add a couple zeros to that salary. Mm-hmm. Add a couple zeros to that contract there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. But the last thing I want to ask you before we roll up out of here, man, is can finally we destroy the conversation of Michael Vick and Lamar Jackson? Can we finally destroy this conversation that for some reason always comes up? that Lamar Jackson is Michael Vick, and Michael Vick is, or that Lamar Jackson is better than Michael Vick, and Michael Vick is better than Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Can we finally destroy this conversation?
Why? Well, I mean, why?
Because everybody said, well, certain people say that Lamar Jackson has a better arm than Michael Vick, has a stronger arm than Michael Vick, which I don't agree with at all. Now, Lamar Jackson has a better accuracy than Michael Vick did, but not a stronger arm than Michael Vick, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yes,
and trust and believe. I'm 28 years old, so I'm still a baby boomer to all this, to some people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What's your thoughts?
I agree with you 1,000%. I guess what I would say is that Baltimore has done an outstanding job of surrounding Lamar Jackson with players that fit his skill set. That's what I would say. That's what I will say. I mean, Michael Vick, we had never seen anything like that in the NFL. When Michael Vick came to the NFL and did what he did, he torched the league. We had never seen that ever before. You know, so he was what you would call the standard bearer for that style of quarterback. Because if he would have had Andy Reid to start his career, watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out. He just didn't have the right quarterback to start his career. And so I'm not going to say that set him back, but it did delay his development, because once he got his second chance after that egregious sentence that he got, you know what I'm saying, for staying for a fight on him, that's egregious. I'm sorry. I got 2 dogs. I would never put my dogs out there to be fighting, but at the same time, I'm not giving nobody 18 months in prison for dogs. I'm just not doing it. Not when you got real murderers, you know what I'm saying, they get to walk free off technicalities. But anywho, that's a whole nother topic.
Shout out to OJ. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, so don't say it quick. But I think that that's a respectful argument, man. I really do think that that's a respectful argument. I'm not gonna say that. I can't say Lamar Jackson is better than Michael Vick just because Michael Vick did it for a long period of time.
Right.
What I will say is that he's on a trajectory to be better. But I think that the nature of the quarterback has changed. Even the white quarterbacks are more mobile.
Yeah.
Now. You know,
that's true.
Saying the white quarterbacks coming out of college, you know, they're a little bit more mobile. But I mean, I ain't trying to be. Yes, I am trying to be. You have more quarterbacks of color that are really starting to get an opportunity to play in the league as quarterbacks with a running skill set as an added element. You know, you can't say they're not good passers. You just say that they're not afraid to use their feet. And so, I mean, wait till Tua comes out. According to all of the analysts, if he can get healthy, if Tua can get healthy, according to all the analysts, his upside is out of this world. And he's 2 or 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? So he's Drew Brees size. But they said he's off the charts, you know what I'm saying, with the skill set. You know what I'm saying? That's a Marcus Mariota's third cousin. You know what I'm saying? So
you serious? Or you just bullshitting?
Yeah. I can't say his last name to it. With a T. That's all I'm gonna say. To a T. So I don't know. Right now, Lamar Jackson has been phenomenal. We'll see what happens as his career progresses. He's a coach that's willing to change his system to fit him instead of making him fit the system, which I think is great. Greg Roman. A lot of people don't know this, but Greg Roman actually was the coach was the offensive coordinator in San Francisco when Colin Kaepernick was there too.
Oh wow, I did
Not
not know that.
not the same player, but similar skill set.
Right.
You know, strong arm. You know what I'm saying? Can run when need be. So yeah, the quarterback is changing. It's not just Lamar Jackson. The quarterback is changing. Hell, look at Patrick Mahomes. He's not a runner, but he can run when he needs to. You know what I'm saying? We got any white boys out there? I need a white boy to shout out. Nah, I ain't got none. I ain't got none. But we gonna get one though. We gonna get one because there's either one out there that I'm not thinking who.
The rookie for the Broncos, who I guess lived in I think it was Jackson County.
Oh, Drew Lock.
Yeah,
Drew Lock.
Yeah,
that went to MU. This is his first game, so I'm not. I don't know about him yet.
Me neither.
But we gonna look. I'm gonna do some digging and see if there's a white. Oh, Daniel Jones in New York. You know what I'm saying? The New York quarterback.
Oh,
he's a mobile quarterback. Yeah, he's known. Yeah, he's known for his legs just as much as his arm. You know what I'm saying? Or he can use his leg when he needs to. You know what I'm saying? He just never had to run from the cops, okay? Calm down. He just never had to run from the cops. It's okay.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, so man, this has been another episode of the Unofficial Referees, man. Every Monday, sports talk, man. Don't forget to in the links in the description below. If you're watching this on Facebook, you should be able to find Grit Sports Media, man, for all your sports knowledge and little tidbits of information throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? The things will get dropped about the every week's game and or other things around sports, entertainment. Well, yeah, just mainly sports. It's sports and entertainment because technically it is entertainment. But yeah, also Lojo Speaks, man. Lauren, let them know what Lojo Speaks is all about.
Hey man, it's been a minute, so just let me refresh your memory. Lojo Speaks, all things fatherhood. Stay tuned. 2020. I got a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? We're really trying to. We gonna dig in the bag, in the goodie bag, man. We got to help out these fathers, man, and secure them as a staple in the lives of their children, and if so be, you know what I'm saying, their entire home base, through education, resources, and things of that nature. So definitely stay tuned, man. But all of this stuff, man, Grit Sports Media, word on the Ave, you know what I'm saying, everything, you know what I'm saying, like just stay locked into the ciphers, man. We don't call them podcasts, we call them ciphers, man. These are ciphers. Feel free to jump in with a comment, you know what I'm saying. We didn't talk about it tonight, but you want to hit that damn call in line because you just got something you got to get off your chest. If it doesn't align with what I'm saying, we gonna fight.
Let us know. We gonna fight. Because
I'm letting you know.
I'll be honest with you. 2020, I do want to bring more people, just more listeners onto the show. Just get their thoughts. Just to get their thoughts on a lot of things. Because, oh boy, what happens offline? What happens offline? The things you guys say. Woohoo! I just be like, I really would like this to be on the show, but I know you probably won't come on. But yeah, man, 2020.
Don't be scared.
It's only your voice.
Don't be scared. Come get it. Come get it.
And with all that being said, man, we're out. Peace.